what's up guys, welcome to this playthrough of Mage Knight. So I've gone ahead and set up the board for Solo Conquest. So we have our Fame and Reputation track. This is our artifact deck. Our unit offer is here, so from left to right we have the Red Cape Monks, Utum Guardsmen and Foresters. And then our advanced action offer, again from left to right, is Intimidate, Regeneration and Pathfinding. And then for our spell offer we have Snowstorm, Restoration and Underground Travel. And we have, today we're going to be playing with Arythea, and Goldyx is going to be the dummy player. So I think that is everything. We have our keep here face down and our marauding orc on this, and then obviously red and a white crystal mine on our village for the starting. So I think that's everything, and we can go on to the start of the game. So we'll draw up to our hand limit of 5. We get Threaten, Improvisation, March, Stamina and March. So we have quite a bit of movement cards here. So now we have to choose our tactics. And here I'm thinking, so we have a couple of good movement cards. So we could go one of two routes, I think. We could either go take the right hand path, take out this orc and hopefully level up that way and maybe finish on the red crystal mine and then head up this way to explore this side, or we can go this way and either go to the village and potentially recruit either the Utum Guardsmen or the Foresters, or we could head for the crystal mine here and then on towards the keep. And I think given our hands, our starting cards, it might make sense to head for the village. We have a couple of influence cards here. Although if we could, we have a white and a green in the source along with the black, so we could potentially go with that for move 4, power it with the green, and then we can discard maybe another stamina or march for influence 3, and then get influence 2 from Threaten. But that would only leave us with one card, in which case if we take planning we wouldn't get the bonus hand draw for that. So the other potential option is we could just go for Great Start, which would get us two cards into hand, so we'd have 7. We play that and one more, and we'd still be left with 2 and only drawing to 5. So I think actually planning probably is the most appealing. So we'll take that. For the dummy player, he's going to take Early Bird, so he will go first. We'll put Goldyx token ahead, and these go back in the supply. So we will start with the dummy player. 1, 2 and 3. It's a white. There is no white in the inventory, so I think we proceed and we'll go towards the village. We'll power that with a green from the source. Move to 4. We'll play Improvisation and discard. Let's discard March for influence 3, and then play Threaten for influence 2, and we'll recruit the Foresters, the Utum Guardsmen. So we've played 4, so we don't actually trigger planning this turn, but hopefully we will on subsequent turns. So that's not a good roll, another black in the source. So we'll draw back up to our hand limit. So we have 1, we get Determination, Rage, Swiftness and Battle Versatility. So that's our 5. And then it's over to the dummy player, and he goes 1, 2 and 3. It's red, so nothing. So we have a bit of an interesting choice here. We can either play stamina and swiftness for move 4, which would get us here and allow us to see what's in the keep, but we wouldn't then be able to explore any further. Or we can possibly plunder the village, get another 2 cards in hand, and then either go directly for the keep through here, so that would be 6 movement, or head up here for 4 and then another 2 to explore a tile here. And I think that's probably what we can do here actually. So we'll decrease our reputation by 1 and take 2 extra cards. So we get tranquility and swiftness. So now what do we want to do? I think I'll play tranquility to draw a card. We don't have anything to heal, and we draw crystallize. And as much as I dislike spending these 2 for move 2 both, I think I'm going to spend these 3 for move 6. The source isn't particularly strong for us this turn, so we'll move 2 for we reveal the keep, and it is a crossbowman. So he has an attack of swiftness. So he's going to go there, and we still have 2 points of movement left, and I think we're going to explore a tile here. So we will explore in, it goes like this. So we have another orc, and that goes face up, and we have another village there. We still have 4 cards in hand here, and I think we can play crystallize, pay 1 mana of a basic color. I'll pay white, and we'll get a white crystal to our inventory, and then I'll hold these 3 cards. So we will re-roll this, and it's a gold, which is a bit better. So we still have 3, so we'll draw back up because of planning to 6. So 1, 2, and 3. So we're actually nearly out of our deck here. So and we get stamina for move 2, concentration, and mana pool. So that's okay. We'll go on then to the dummy, and he pulls 1, 2, and 3, and it's a green. So another 2, 1, and 2, and then it's over to us. So I think we probably want to take this keep. So I'm going to play mana pool. We can use 1 additional die from the source. If it's black, use it to produce mana of any color. So we will use this black to produce a blue mana, which gives us move 4. So we're assaulting the keep. It costs 3 to move into. We'll lose 1 reputation. So we're down to -1. This is going to attack for 4, but it has swiftness, so we have to block for 8. And I think I'm going to use the Udam Guardsman to block for 4, but it counts twice against an attack with swiftness. And then for this, I'm going to play concentration, use our 2nd die because of mana pool, use the gold die to play a concentration, which gives us the stronger effect. When you play this, play another action card with it and get the stronger effect of that card for free. And I think with that I'll play Rage, which does 4 damage, taking out the Keep Defender and giving us 3 fame, so 1, 2, 3, so we level up. That can go in the graveyard. We still have 2 cards, but it's not going to matter. We'll re-roll these, and we get a black and a gold, so they get discarded, and then we have to level up. So we now have 2 black in the source and 1 gold. So our level up is going to be a skill and an advanced action, and the skills we get are Dark Negotiation and Ritual of Pain. So that's actually the cooperative skill. I think I'm going to take this one, the influence one. It could come in handy later. And then we'll use Goldyx's skill for the common skill offer, and this can go there. So we still have 2. We have to choose an advanced action. So we have Intimidate, Regeneration, or Pathfinding to choose from. And I think I'm going to choose Pathfinding. I was tempted to go with Regeneration, but if using Pathfinding, we'll be able to explore another tile here and see what comes up from that. So we'll take Pathfinding. We replenish the skill offer, and it is Diplomacy. Or sorry, the advanced action offer. And so that is the end. We'll get our shield token here. So we now have 1 keep. Hand size limit increases by 1 when we're on or adjacent to it. We'll draw back up, and we have Promise and Pathfinding. So that's the end of that. The dummy player then goes, and it's 1, 2, and 3 swiftness. So he has no white. So now it's us. And I think here we can play Pathfinding and use the gold to move 4. The move cost of all terrains is reduced to 2 this turn. And so everything is down to 2. So we can probably use 2 to explore there, 2 to go there, depending on what comes here. And then maybe even move into this magical glade, but then we will lose the keep bonus from next turn. So let's play that for move 4. So we'll explore here first. So we have a mage tower and an orc right next to us. So we'll get our mage tower, and that goes face down, like that. And then the orc goes face up, and it is this creature here. So we still have move 2, so we could actually provoke that orc by moving here. And then we would reveal the mage tower. Of course, at night that's going to be easier to move into. So here we still have 2 movement left, so we could move here. That would provoke him, but we wouldn't have enough to block him and retaliate and kill him. So we would end up having to take 2 wounds to our hand. So because we don't have any more die in this source, and if we wait until next turn, we won't be able to move and still block him. So I think let's maybe move. We will still get the keep next turn, the hand size increase. So we're going to provoke him. He's going to deal 3 damage, so we'll reduce that by... We could allocate it to the Utum Guardsmen and only take 1 wound there. It would cost 2 to heal though. So I think we'll take them into our hand instead of blocking, and then we can play Battle Versatility and Determination sideways, or Promise sideways, it doesn't really matter. So we'll get attack 2 and Promise sideways is attack 3. So we get a reputation increase by 1, so we're back to 0, and we increase our fame by 2. So that's that. We re-roll that. It's a gold again, and that's the end of our turn. The dummy player goes, and it's green, so he's going to declare end of round next turn. We can't really do anything. We can actually reveal this, so it is looks like a monk, so we would get 4 if we are able to defeat that. So we will just discard, and we can move on then to the next round. So we'll re-roll the die in the source, and it is blue, gold and red. So flip the day-night board, we refresh the unit offer, and we get Utum Crossbowmen, Guardian Golems, and Utum Crossbowmen again. We are going to add Intimidate to the dummy player deck, advance the action cards, and the new one is Heroic Tale. And then we add a blue crystal for the Snowstorm. That's a spell I would have liked to have gotten, but unfortunately we couldn't. Advance the spell offer, and we get Space Bending. And then we are shuffling the dummy player deck. that's that. We can discard planning, and we'll go on then to the first night. And so our tactics are the full 6. We'll draw our hands. So it's promise, threaten, stamina, march, and improvisation. So we'll refresh that. Now we just have to choose our tactic, and I think here, I'll probably want to go with preparation, which will allow us to take, I think I'll take mana pool, and then we can shuffle back up. So the reason I'm going for mana pool is I can use 2 die, so there's a red and a blue die in the source, so I'm planning to use the red die with improvisation, the blue die with stamina to move into the mage tower, which will cost 3 because it's night, and then we will be able to block using, I think, our Utum Guardsman. So we'll take preparation. The dummy player is going to take 5 again, and again 2. So he's going to go first again. He removes Long Night from the game. Preparation's gone as well. Move these. And so the dummy player is going with 1, 2, and 3. It's green, so we get another 2. So 1 and 2. I think I'm going to play mana pool as I described. We'll play stamina, power it with the blue to move 4, so we're assaulting the mage tower. We get a reputation -1. He's going to attack for 5. I think I will use Utum Guardsman to block for 4, and then I will discard or threaten, or play it sideways, sorry, for a block of 1, so that's him blocked, and then I'm going to use the second die from the source, the red, improvisation. I'll discard march to get an attack of 5, which kills him, so it gives us 4 fangs, so 1, 2, 3, 4, so we're up to 9 now. That goes there. We also get a spell as our reward, as well as leveling up, so we'll re-roll these 2, and we get a red and a gold, which isn't, so we now have 2 gold in the source and 1 red, so not the best. We have one left, so we have a choice between restoration, underground travel, and space bending. I think I'm going to go for space bending. It's not one I take very often, but it might be useful for getting a bit of exploring going. And the new spell we reveal is Wings of Wind, so another movement one. So this goes on top of our deck. We level up here, so we have another space for a unit, and we draw back up to. Sorry, I just realised. I only drew 5 cards in the last round. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or sorry, I didn't. Yeah, I did. I only drew 5 when I was actually next to my keep. So I should have drawn a 6th. So I should actually have 2 in hand, and it would have been a wound. Okay, so we draw back up to 5. So 2, 3. So space bending, 4, and 5. So march, battle versatility, and space bending. So that's our 5 for the next turn. Dummy player goes. It's 1, 2, and 3. So it's a blue. So another 2. So we're in a bit of a difficult situation here. So we only have a red die in the source. But we are on a mage tower, and the guardian golems are there, able to be recruited. They're the only one that can be recruited in a mage tower. So I think what I'll do is play Influence for 2. We'll use our skill for a bonus of 3, so that's 5. And then we can play these 3 sideways for 8. Less our 1 on the reputation track is 7 to recruit the Guardian Golems. Like, it's a real shame to discard these 3 sideways, but we can't play space bending because we don't have a blue crystal. So yeah, it's a shame, but it's probably the best I can think of at the moment. So we're left with 1 wound and we draw back up to 5. So 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we get Pathfinding, Tranquility, Determination, and Rage. And then it's the dummy player, and 1, 2, 3, and another blue, so 1 and 2. So he's moving quite fast here. And I think here I will play Tranquility to heal this wound. So I think here we can play Pathfinding for move 2. The move cost of all terrains is reduced by 1 to a minimum of 2. So I think it's probably, we could move here and explore here, but then we wouldn't be, if we move here, we can explore here and here on a subsequent turn. So I think we'll move here for 2. It usually costs 3, but it's reduced by 1 to a minimum of 2. And then I can play these 2 sideways for another move 2. I'm sorry, that should be refreshed. So we're going to explore this tile here. And it is here. So we get our first monastery. And this is going to rotate like... What way is this? Oh. No. So maybe it's like this. Yeah, there we go. So not great in terms of the forest because of it being night, but we do add 1 advanced action, and it is Magic Talent, and we'll put that there. So yeah, that's all we can do this turn. We'll discard and draw back up to our hand limit, which is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And it is a wound, swiftness, stamina, crystallize, and concentration. The dummy player goes, and they have 2 left, so 1 and 2, so they will declare end of round next turn. So one more thing, we should have had an orc here. So I think here we can play crystallize, and we'll play red to get a red crystal to our inventory. And then we can play stamina for 2, and we'll explore this tile here. And so we have another orc right next to us. Okay. He is fortified, unfortunately. So I think we'll end our turn there. We'll re-roll this, and it is another red. So Goldyx declares end of round. We have 1 more card to draw, and it's swiftness. And we get 1 Mage Tower face down, and a ruins as well face down on that tile. So I think here this I think we can challenge this orc. So we can allow the Guardian Golems to take the damage because they are physically resistant for 3. He's doing 3 physical damage. We can play concentration to gain a white token and use that white token on swiftness for a ranged attack of 3, but he is fortified, so we do it in the attack phase. That discards him. We get a boost to our reputation of so we're back up to 0 and 2 fame. So we're up at 11 now, and that goes there. And then that is the end of this turn. We can discard those, and we'll go on then to the next round. So we're re-rolling, and we get a white, a blue, and a black. we're going to refresh the advanced action because we have one monastery. Refresh the unit offer. And we get Illusionists, Guardian Golems again, and Savage Monks. And then we can add Regeneration to the dummy player's deck, advance the advanced actions, and we get Pure Magic. And then we're adding a green token, so they have now 3. Advance the spells, and the new one we get is Tremor and Earthquake. So that is that. We can shuffle the dummy player's deck. So we draw up to 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm sorry, we should have a shield on that Mage Tower. So the cards we get are Rage, Crystallize, Concentration, a Wound, and Tranquility. And so we have to choose now our tactic with the right moment, Mana Steal, Great Start, and Rethink. And I think I'm tempted here by Great Start. This should be refreshed. Yeah, I think I'll try and get Great Start. I want to try and move up. If we can move here this turn and reveal what's in the Mage Tower, this should be face up now that it's day. So that's actually, we fight a monster and a Draconum, and we get 2 artifacts, so that could be actually quite attractive. So if we can get into this Mage Tower, yes, on the next turn, and hopefully take it, then we might have a good shot at getting this as well, maybe expanding up towards the northwest. So we'll take Great Start, we'll draw 2, so 1 and 2, and we get Space Spending and March. And then the dummy player is going to choose 5 is gone, 3 is Mana Steal. So those 2 are gone. And they are going first again. So they go 1, 2, and 3. So it's blue, so 1 and 2. And then it's over to us. So I think we want to try and move into this next to the Mage Tower. So we can play March for 2 and that's sideways for 3. Yeah, I think that's probably an okay one to discard. Well, first of all, we can play Tranquility and heal this wound. So that's there. So we're moving for 3. We move in there and we reveal the Mage Tower. And it is this guy, so he has an ice attack of 5 and ice resistance as well. Okay. He does have 5 fame, which would get us to level up again. We can play Crystallize, power it with blue from the source, and take a green, I think. Yeah, let's go with that. And we will leave it there for this turn, so we re-roll, and it's green. So yeah, not great, but we draw back up to 5, so 1, 2, 3, and we get Mana Pull, March, and Determination. So the dummy player goes, and it's 1, 2, and 3, and it's red, so he doesn't have any. Back over to us. So I think here we're going to assault the Mage Tower, so it costs 2 to move in there, so we'll do that with March. We'll take a reputation hit, so we're back down to -1. He's doing 5 points of ice attack, so we will use Guardian Golems, power it with the red from our inventory for fire block 4, and play Determination for block 2. So the fire block is efficient, so we have 1 point left. We'll need to do 2 points of normal block for that to cover the 5, so we'll block that with Determination. I'm going to use Concentration and power with the green from the source, which allows us to get attack 4 plus 2, which is 6, which is efficient against the ice resistant enemy. So we get 5 fame for that, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're now at 16, so we've leveled up again. We get a shield here that will keep Mana Pull, discard these, re-roll, and it is a red. And we get to choose spell. So the spell choice is Underground Travel, Wings of Wind, and Tremor. And I think Tremor is probably the most appealing out of those. So we'll put that on top of our deck. We will reveal Chill, so that's a very attractive spell if we can get hold of it. We're also leveling up, so we get two new skills. So we have this Power of Pain, and also the Burning Power. So this, once a turn, we get Siege Attack 1 or Fire Siege Attack 1, and then this allows us at once a turn to play a wound card sideways, as if it were a non-wound card, and gives +2 instead of +1. At the end of our turn, we would put that in in our discard pile. And I think we will go for the Power of Pain, just given the flexibility it will provide. We reveal another common one, and it is gain a blue crystal to our inventory and a white mana token once per round. So that is that. We also get an advanced action, and we can choose from Diplomacy, Heroic Tale, and Pure Magic. And I think I'm going to go for Heroic Tale. I was tempted by Pure Magic, but I'm actually thinking if we take Heroic Tale, we might be able to get Chill into our, by spending 7 influence next turn, because we don't have room for another unit like the Illusionists. So we'll refresh this, and we get Steady Tempo. This should be discarded. So they're used, so we have 1 card left. It's Mana Pool. We draw back up to 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we get Heroic Tale, Tremor, Pathfinding, and Promise. Dummy player's turn, so 1, 2, and 3. It's green, so another 3, 3, 3. And then it's back over to us. So I think here I want to play Mana Pool. We'll power it with the white from the source, take 2 mana die from the source and set them to any color except gold. So we'll take these, the black and the red, we're going to set them to white, and I think we want to set it to blue. So where's the blue? There. We get a mana token of each of these colors, so we'll take a white and a blue. Those don't get re-rolled when they go back to the source. I'm going to use the white to power Heroic Tale, which gives us influence 6. I could use this for 7, 8, and then we'll be left with Promise. I don't know if I want to keep Promise in my hand, so I'd probably just discard that anyway. So we have 8 influence, less our 1, which is 7, and then we can use the blue mana as well to gain Chill into our hand. So that's that. I think I am going to discard Promise as well. So that goes there and there. That's the end of the turn. These don't get re-rolled. This one does, and it is a black, so that's not great. The new spell in the offer is Flame Wall, so that's actually a very, very powerful spell. That gets refreshed. We have 2 cards left, and we're drawing up to 5, so 2, 3, and we get Swiftness, Chill, and Threaten. So back over to the dummy player, so 1, 2, and 3, and it is a white, so they only have 1 card left. So back over to us. So I'm really tempted to go for this Ruins to try and get 2 artifacts, but I'm not sure we're going to have enough damage to be able to do it. So what I think I'll do is play Pathfinding for move 2, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards left. So I think I will leave it there, and I'm going to discard Threaten along with that. I want to keep Swiftness in hand because that has a ranged attack for 3. So yeah, we'll leave it there. We'll draw 2 cards, so 1 and 2, and we get improvisation and battle versatility. Dummy player goes, he has 1, so he's going to declare end of round next turn, and it's back to us. I think I will try and take on this Ruins. I'm not really sure we're going to have enough to take them out on the first go, but let's see if we what we can do here. So what do we want to do? So we have to draw a monster and a Draconum. So 1 Draconum and 1 monster, and we get these 2. So 1 paralyzing and 1 has swiftness and poison. So quite a formidable duo. So we can play Chill, power with the blue from the source. Target enemy does not attack this turn. I think probably we want to use that. So I think there might actually be a way to take these guys out. So if we use Chill to prevent that attack, so he's just not going to attack this turn. And then this guy, we can actually let the damage come through. So we could block it, but then we wouldn't be able to destroy both. So if we let this damage come through, or if we wanted to block it, we would have to use 10 points of physical block because of swiftness. We can let the damage come through. It is poison, so we would take 2 wounds to hand and 4 wounds, 2 wounds into our discard pile. So that's that, and then we move on to the attack phase. And sorry, I should have played Tremor as well for the green. So target enemy gets armor -3, or all enemies get armor -2. So I'm going to choose both enemies to get armor -2. So he has 7 and he has 2. So we can play swiftness with the power with the white for 3. We can play improvisation for and discard battle versatility for another 3. That's 6. We can use our Utum Guardsmen for 2, which is 8. And then we can play a wound sideways using this skill for 2, which is 10, which is more than enough to defeat both of these. So that's 7 for him and 2 for him because of the Tremor spell. So we do defeat both, and we're going to get 2 artifacts there at the cost of 4 wounds. So I'm not sure if that was the right trade-off, but yeah, let's go with it and see how we go. So those go back in there. This gets re-rolled, and it is a green. So we still have 1 wound in hand. So this goes back to the source. We are going to get 7 plus 5 is 12. So we're at 16. So we're up to 28. So we do level up again. I'm sorry, that shield should be on the mage tower. We put another shield here. And then that goes there and there. So we are leveling up, and we get 2 artifacts. So for 2 we draw 3 and discard 1, so the one we don't want to keep. And the choices we get are Sapphire Ring, Amulet of Darkness, and Banner of Glory. Okay, so I think I probably want to go with Banner of Glory. I'm tempted by Amulet of Darkness. It allows you to use black mana during the day as if it were night, but Sapphire Ring will get me crystals immediately, so I'm thinking that might be the one to go with here. So we'll take those 2. They will go there on top of our deck. That gets discarded over there. We refresh that. We are leveling up as well, so we now have a hand limit of 6. We have 1 wound in hand, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Dummy player declares end of round, so we have quite a bit of movement here. So first of all, let's assign this to the Guardian Columns, the Banner of Glory. We have a white and a green in the source, so we can play this Sapphire Ring, the blue crystal, blue mana token and a blue crystal to our inventory, and Fame +1. We can play Stamina for 2. Willpower with the blue crystal we just got. Yeah, let's do that. So we have move 4. I'll move this out of the way completely. So we can explore here. So this is the last countryside tile. Yeah, that makes sense. So this is going to rotate like that. So we have another ruins. It is the day, so that goes face up. We have a keep. That is face down. And we still have 2 more movement from this card. So we can move here. And then we can play another stamina for move 2 and get the first city tile out, or core tile, and it is the red city. So that is going there. So the red city, we'll put that there. We're doing it level 5. It's a brown, a purple, and a white. So monster, mage tower, and a white. And that goes there. We're getting a red draconium as well. 2 red draconiums. Oh no. So that goes there, and this goes here. So the first one has both fire and physical resistance, and a fire attack. So that's pretty nasty. Chill might be good for that. And then it's also the same one on this side. And of course the red goes there. There's another ruins token as well. Because it is the day, it's 3 red crystals for 7 fame. So not the most attractive ones. So that's 2. We could move here and then look to maybe, although it might be better to move. The issue is if we go here, we can't place a city tile there. And if we go here, it's going to cost us more to move in if we defeat this guy on the next turn. But we would be able to place another core tile here. So I think we move 2 and play that sideways for using this skill for move 4, and we'll move into this. Yeah, I think that's probably the... Alternatively, we could head down towards the keep, which might actually be the better play here, because it would allow us to get another keep, which would increase our hand size even further, and we would also reveal it if we do move here. The problem is if we do attack that keep, we will also be taking or provoking this guy. I think given we already have a core tile out, so we'll get the advanced units on the next turn, we can go down here and reveal this keep, and it is a guardsman. So it's only 3 fame if we defeat him, but it would be 3 for him as well. But we would need 11 damage. So yeah, let's see what we get on the next turn. So that's everything for this turn. We are refreshing the source, and it's a black, a white, and a red. And so we discard the advanced action, and we put out a new one for the monastery on the board. So I think we still only have 1. We're discarding these units. We're getting an advanced unit, and it is Ice Mages. Another regular unit, Northern Monks, and the other advanced is Amotep Gunners. Okay, so only one of those can be recruited in a keep. And that's the Amotep Gunners. This is going on top of the dummy players deck. These advance, and we get Song of Wind. The dummy player is getting a green crystal for underground travel. So we get another green, so they now have 4. That's not particularly good for us. So maybe I could have looked at that a bit better. We get Demolish here for the new spell. We'll refresh these units, refresh that, and shuffle up for the dummy player deck. So our hand limit is now 6. We do have 4 wounds in here, so that's not great. So we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we get Crystallize, Concentration, Stamina, Heroic Tail, Swiftness, and Rage. So I think we have to choose our tactic as well. I think I'm going to go for Mana Search. Maybe some flexibility in the mana we can use this turn. So dummy player gets 4, so we're going to go first this turn. So we'll leave those to the side. So I think using Mana Search, I'm going to re-roll this red. Yeah, and it comes down to white, so we already have a white in there, unfortunately. So I think what I want to do is provoke this guy, or not provoke, just but challenge him. So not enter the mage or the keep yet. So we'll challenge him. He's going to do 3. We only have ranged attack 3. I'm going to use the block from the Utem Guardsman for 4, but it counts twice for an attack of Swiftness, so we've overblocked him. I'll play Swiftness, pair it with the white from the source for ranged attack 3, and then I will play Rage. I could play Heroic Tail, but I'm thinking the Amatep Gunners over here are probably not going to be very useful against these guys. Given that their attack and block are all inefficient because of the fire, so it might make more sense to try and get back over to the mage tower here and recruit the ice mages. So that's kind of what I'm thinking at the moment. It would cost us 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we could get there if we get a green in the source. So I'll keep Heroic Tail, discard those 2. So that's 3, 4, 5. So we've defeated him. That gets us 1 reputation and 3 fame. So 1, 2, 3. We're up to 32. I would discard those. Reroll this, and it is blue. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 in hand. And we draw up to 6, and we get Threaten and a Wound, so not great. Dummy player then, 1, 2, and 3. It's blue, so another 2. Okay. So I think I'm going to play Crystallize, pair with the blue from the source. We're going to get a crystal of any colour to our inventory. We're going to choose a green. We're going to play Concentration with the green to play. We'll play Move for 4, plus 2 is 6, and we'll play the Wound Sideways for 8. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Back that up. This goes back. We'll go back. So I think I'm just going to play Crystallize to get a green to our inventory. So we'll just do that for this turn. And it's a green. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We draw another, and it's stamina for move 2, so not great. So 1, 2, and 3. It's white, so there's no more. I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to abandon that keep for now. We'll play the two staminas for 4, so 2, 4. So we're back over on the mage tower. I'm going to play Concentration with the green from the source and use Heroic Tail with that, so 6 plus another 2 is 8. And then we can play the Wound Sideways for 2. So 2 influence, so that's 10. We're going to recruit the ice mages. So they're coming to our unit. And we get fame +1 and reputation +1 for each unit we recruit at this turn. So fame +1, reputation +1. These are getting discarded. We get another white. I think I'm going to discard threaten as well. And we draw back up to 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we get tranquility, a wound, space bending, chill, a wound, and march. Okay. Dummy player then, 1, 2, and 3. It's a white again. Back over to us. So I think here we can re-roll the 2 whites using mana search, and we get a white and a blue. Let's play tranquility, or sorry, no, let's use march with the green crystal to move. Actually, no, we don't need to use the green crystal. We can play march for move 2 and not sideways for another 2 to move there. We can play tranquility to heal this wound. And let's keep these 2 in hand. And then we can go on to the next turn. So we'll draw back up to 6. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we get a wound, swiftness, sapphire ring, and battle versatility. Dummy player then, 1, 2, and 3. It's red, so there's no back over to us. I think here we're going to we can play sapphire ring, so get a blue mana token and a blue crystal to our inventory. So we'll take 1 mana token, 1 crystal, fame +1. We can play chill for target enemy does not attack this combat, and we can use the black die from the source because it's night and gets so we're attacking him. He gets, so he's not attacking, and armor -4, so 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. So we need an ice attack of 3, which we can use with the ice mages using the first level. So ice attack of 4 takes him out, and that's efficient against both fire and physical resistance. And so we get 8 for that, so we're at 34, so we go up to 42. So we are leveling up. We get 2 on the reputation track, and that gets discarded there. We do have a we could have actually used instead of using ice mages, I think we could have used guardian golems for 2. They would have done an extra 1 for 3, and not sideways for 4, 5, which would have not been enough to take him out. But we could have also used battle versatility or space bending. Let's use battle versatility as well. So we'll save the ice mages. And whenever this unit attacks or blocks, fame +1. So we go up another 1 on the track, and that gets discarded. So that way we keep the ice mages. Potentially if we want to go over and attack this guy. So this gets discarded, this gets re-rolled, and it's a red. These gets discarded. We are leveling up, so we're getting a new skill and a new advanced action, and the skills we get are what's this one called? Dark fire magic, so we can get a red crystal and either a red or a black mana token, or we can use a wound to get a red or black mana token, and an advanced action to get a green or white mana token. And I think I'm going to go for this one. It's just a bit more flexible in getting black, but this is a once a turn as well. That's a very difficult decision, because this gets me crystals, but this gets me only tokens. So we have moved to, and I'm thinking we could head over and take on this guy. Like if we were to move into this forest, although that's 5, so it probably makes more sense to just move there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take this one actually. Just a little bit more flexible, and then we add this to the common skill offer. So we have 2 left in hand. We're drawing up to 6, so 3, 4, 5, and 6. Sorry, we didn't actually take our advanced action either. So we have Pure Magic, Steady Tempo, or Song of Wind. So Pure Magic, Steady Tempo, Song of Wind. And I think we can... that's a tough choice as well. Let's go with Pure Magic, I think. Yeah, and then we'll advance these. And we get Blood Ritual. So that actually would have been a very nice card to have picked up. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we get Improvisation, March, Mana Pool, and Pure Magic. The dummy player now is 1, 2, and 3. So it's blue, he gets another 2, which is just enough to declare end of round next turn. So I think let's play March for move. Well, we could play Mana Pool, pair it with the white, and take a green, and it doesn't really matter, so we'll move 4, and I think we will discard that as well, so we're left with 1. Well, let's move 4 in there. We'll reveal the tokens guarding the city. So we have purple, a white, and a brown. So there's 2 fire resistant and 1 that is doubly fortified. So we discard those, reroll this. Ooh. It's a green. We have 3 left here. We're drawing up to 6. So 4, 5, 6. And the dummy player declares end of round. We have Tremor, Determination, Swiftness, Pure Magic, Improvisation, and Promise. We don't have a wound to get a black mana, unfortunately. But I think we can. Let's play Tremor. For target enemy gets armor -3, so we're going to attack this guy. So he's down to 7, 6, 5, 4, 6, 5, 4, which is enough to use our Ice Mages with a siege attack of 4. So that takes him out completely before he even gets to attack, because it's a siege attack. So again, Tremor, armor -3, so 7, 6, 5, 4. We're doing siege attack powered by the blue from the source for 4 damage, which takes him out. That gets us, so let's clean up first. Green. Is there a more efficient way I could have done that? I'm not sure. White. And although we didn't use mana search, so perhaps there... No, I don't think so. Okay, so we are discarding that. I don't think there's any anything else we can use these for. No. So let's leave it there. Those get discarded as well. We're getting 2 on the reputation track, so we're up to +2 now. We're getting 8 fame, so we're at 43. We're going to 51, so we level up again. That gets discarded. our level up is going to be just this. So that gets over there. And we then go on to the next turn. So we're re-rolling the die in the source, flipping that over to the day. We get 2 blues and a green. We're discarding the advanced action and replacing it with a Blood Rage. These are getting discarded as well. So we have 1 advanced and 1 regular. So we're getting, the new one is Amotep Gunners. Then we're getting a regular, it's Utum Swordsmen. And a new advanced one is Fire Mages. Okay. So that's there and there. We're getting Song of Wind is going into the dummy player deck. This gets discarded. These advance. And we get a new one is Crystal Mastery. And then the dummy player is getting a white crystal in their inventory. These advance along. And our new spell is Meditation. It's actually quite a nice spell. So, ready our units, our skills as well. This also gets discarded. It was Pathfinding. Shuffle for the dummy. So I think here we probably want to try and get this red city conquered as soon as possible, really, because we have only revealed 1 core tile at the moment, which isn't the best. Hopefully our ice mages can come in useful against those, especially that purple one, which has fire resistance and fire attack. So that's that. We are drawing up to our hand limit, which is 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we get battle versatility, space spending, march, a wound, march, and chill. So we have to choose our daytime tactic. And we have a choice between rethink and the right moment. I think I'm going to discard, or sorry, not discard, take rethink. So that leaves the right moment for the dummy, so we're going to go first. And I think for our rethink we're going to discard the wound, although that could get us move 2, which would get us over, we could move over there just to try and clear out our hand a bit, but I think I'll discard the wound, march, and space bending, keeping chill, march, and battle versatility. And we draw this, so we draw back another 3, so we have 3, and we get threaten, tremor, and stamina. And then we shuffle these back in. So now what do we want to do? So I think here we will go for an attempt at the city. So as a reminder, we're getting these 3 tokens. So I think we may be able to get rid of them, but we will have to take a couple of wounds. Yeah, so I think we're going to have to take a few wounds. So we'll play March to enter the city. That gives us reputation -1. We'll play Chill, and we will power it with a blue crystal from our inventory. We're going to use that on this guy, so he just does not attack this combat, and he loses his fire resistance. We will play Tremor and power it with a green from the source. We're going to choose all enemies get armor -2. So he's down to 5, he's down to 3, and he's down to 4. We're going to use our last blue crystal for a siege ice attack 4 on this guy. So he's gone before he gets to attack. He's not attacking. This guy is. He's doing physical damage of 6, but it's brutal, so it goes through as 12. So we're going to take the wounds into our hand. So that's going to be 3 because our armor is 4. So 12 down to -4 is 8, -4 is 4, -4 is 0, so that's 3. We are then going to retaliate with battle versatility. Well, actually, we'll use Guardian Golems for attack 2, +1 because of our Banner of Glory, so that's 3. We'll use Udum Guardsman for another 2, so that's 5. 6, 7 here, and then we can play a Wound Sideways for 8, 9. And that uses that skill. Well, actually, we can discard a wound using this skill to get a red mana token, which we can use to power this for attack 4. So let's roll back here for a minute. So this didn't attack. This is gone. This is dealing 12, so we're getting 3 wounds into our hand. So 1, 2, 3. We are going to use discard this using this skill to get a red mana token, which we'll place there for attack 4. So we need 5 plus 4 is 9. So we have 4. And remember, he lost his fire resistance, so we just need physical attack. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that is enough to take out these guys as well as this. So recap, so this target enemy didn't attack, he lost his fire resistance. We played Tremor for armor -2 for all of them. So this guy is down to 4. We played a blue crystal for siege ice attack 4, which took him out before he attacked. This guy attacked for 6. It's brutal because it's physical damage, so it went through as 12. We got 3 wounds to hand. We discarded 1 using this skill to get a red token, which we used for battle versatility for 4, because this has 5 and this guy has 4 armor after Tremor. So that's a total of 9 we needed. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 because of Banner of Glory. So that's the 3 of them gone. We get 3 tokens on the red city. And that's it, conquered. And we're left with stamina and threaten and a wound card in hand. We also get 1 fame for the Banner of Glory, so we're up to 52. We will discard these, so 2 blues and a red gone. We're re-rolling this, and it's a green. And we're discarding those. We're left with 3 cards in hand. I think we will keep threaten. Yeah, let's keep that. We did use the ice mages here, and so we are getting a total of 5 plus 5 plus 7, so 17. We're at 52, so 62 is 10, and then another 7, so 69. So we level up again, and those go over here in the discard. And there. And I think I'll keep threaten because we can actually pay 12 influence for another artifact in that city, which we might want to do. So let's level up first of all. March was also played to enter the city. We are getting another skill, and our choices are between movement and so we have Dark Paths and Hot Swordsmanship. So this is once a turn, move 1 during the day or 2 at night, and then this is once a turn, attack 2 or fire attack 2. I think I'll take the attack version. We get another common skill, and it's the ice, the attack one for Goldyx. We're also getting an advanced action from the offer, and we have a choice between Steady Tempo, Blood Ritual, and Crystal Mastery. And I think I'll take Blood Ritual. It's quite a strong card, although I do have quite a few wounds at the moment. But and then we get Decompose as the new advanced action, so this goes on top of our deck. We have think I might be tempted to discard stamina as well, although we will be drawing up to 8 here. So I might actually want to recruit the Amatep Gunners, but let's see how we go. So we have 3. We're getting up to 6 plus 2 because we're in a city. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And the cards we get are a Wound, Improvisation, Swiftness, Heroic Tale, and Blood Ritual. Okay, so onto the dummy player, and he goes 1, 2, and 3. It's a white, so we get 1 more. Back over to us. So, given we're in a city, I think I'm going to try and recruit those Amatep Gunners, and we also have the option to recruit or to gain an artifact for 12 influence. So we have 3 plus 1 on our reputation track is 4. So I think there's a way we can get both 12. So it would be 20 influence overall. So I think what I want to do is this skill gets refreshed. We're going to discard a wound for a red mana token. We're going to discard an advanced action for a white token. Oh, we can't. Okay, so let's leave that. Okay. So that would be 5 and a reputation -1. Okay, so I think I can do this actually. So we don't start with the red crystal. So these were like that. So we are going to discard a wound to gain a red crystal using this. And we're going to use that red crystal with improvisation to get influence 5. And we're going to discard Blood Ritual for that. So that's 5. Threaten for 2 is 7. We use this skill for 2, so that's 9. We'll discard a wound for 2. 11. Heroic Tale is 3, so that's 14. We're getting 3 from there, so 15, 16, 17, 18 from the reputation track, and then these 2 sideways for 20. So we can get the Amatep Gunners for this slot, and we can also gain an artifact, and where you can choose one of these 2. So Endless Gem Pouch and Banner of Fear. So Endless Gem Pouch, roll a mana die 2 times, gain a crystal to your inventory for each colour rolled this way. If you roll gold, you choose the colour. If you roll black, Fame +1 instead of a crystal. And then assign this to a unit you control during the block phase of combat. You may spend this unit to cancel 1 enemy attack. If you do, Fame +1, and then if we break it, it's up to 3 enemies do not attack this combat. So both of these are really, really appealing. I think I might go for Banner of Fear. Like up to 3 enemies do not attack this combat could be so powerful. So we'll take that. This goes on the bottom. So we also have a few things to do here. So Threaten, we didn't play for 2. That was sideways. We played this reputation +1 for each unit you recruit this turn, so we get +1 rep. And I think that's everything. So we can discard these. Yeah. And those go into our discard pile. We are at a hand limit of 6, but we're in a city, so we have 8. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we get Determination, Crystallize, Rage, Space Bending, Concentration, Wound, Pure Magic, and Banner of Fear. Dummy player's turn. 1, 2, and 3. It's red. He doesn't go. Okay, so I think what I want to do here is I'll play Space Bending, power it with a blue from the source, so we can move up to 2 spaces and explore 2 tiles that are up to 2 spaces away from us. So we're in the city, we're going to explore a tile here. We'll play the wound sideways. These should be refreshed. They're all once per turn. Once a turn, wound is once a turn, and that other one is once a turn as well. Okay, so we can use space bending all turn to explore 2 tiles away. So we'll explore here, and we get a monastery and a dungeon. So not a city, unfortunately. Okay, so we add an advanced action, and it is in need to the offer. We are going to then play. Let's assign Banner of Fear to the Udin Guardsman. And then that skill is used, and we can. I'd like to try and explore here as well. That would be very good. If we can find 2 movements, so we would need to pay green here. We don't have source for green, although we could discard an advanced action card. And I think we will discard Rage for a green token using this skill. And then we can play Pure Magic, pay green for move 4. So our first move, we can go here, and it is not the city tile. Dang. So that goes there. We have a Ruins, a Keep. So Ruins, it is the day, so that could be attractive. Ruins, a Keep, and a Draconum. So let's place that. And we have 2 more points of movement. And I think I'll play Crystallize Sideways for 1 point, so that would be 3 movement. And we can move on to this mine, so red mine, and that will do us for now. So green, this gets re-rolled. It's a green. These get discarded. We're left with 2. We still draw up to 8, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we get March, Pathfinding, Tranquility, Sapphire Ring, Mana Pull, and Stamina. So the dummy player now, it's 1, 2, and 3. It's blue, so he gets another 2. 1 and 2. And it's over to us. The problem is we don't really have any attack cards. So what I think I'll do is play Tranquility, pair it with a green to draw 2 cards. So we get a Wound and an Influence card, so they're pretty unappealing. Let's play Sapphire Ring, get a blue mana token and a blue crystal to our inventory, Fame +1, so we go up to 70. I think I will play Stamina for move 4, move here. And then, okay, so I think we can actually take out this guy. So if we play Concentration for a white token, and then we use that to play Mana Pool. So we take 2 mana dice from the source and set them to any color other than gold. We are going to want, I think, a green. So we'll set a green, and we also want red. So we take a green and a red. And we play March for move 4. So we're going to move here and provoke this enemy. He's doing a physical attack of 5 with swiftness and poison. We're going to, during the block phase of combat, so we're not going to do anything in the Rage and Siege phase, we'll spend this unit to cancel 1 enemy attack. So we'll cancel his attack and Fame +1. And then we're going to use this red token for fire attack 6. We're going to spend 7, 8. 7, 8, and I think we need to go with another here because, oh no, we can use this, look. So we do 6, 7, 8, So this gives us attack 2 or fire attack 2. So we'll just, it doesn't matter, so we'll, that's 8. And then we can play Promise Sideways for 9. So that takes him out. So that's 7 fame and 2 +2 in the reputation. So we're up to +3, and 7 fame is up to 78. And that goes in here. And we reveal the keep as well because it's daytime and we're adjacent, and it is this guy. So another 3. So these get discarded. White, red, and green, and blue. These are not getting re-rolled, so the blue and the red don't get re-rolled. This one does, and it is a gold. These are all getting discarded, and this unit should be used. And we have 3 cards left in hand. These get refreshed, and we draw up to a 4, and it is swiftness. So the next turn is a blue, and it's another 2. So 1 and 2, and then it's back over to us. So I think we are going to play Pathfinding. Power with a green from the source for move 4. The move cost of all terrains is reduced to 2 this turn. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to explore this tile and then assault this keep. So that's going to be move cost of 2. So let's explore first, and it is a blue city with a Draconum. That's not good. That's very bad. So we get this guy. Blue city is 8. So we're getting 2 purple and 2 white. 1, 2, 1 and 2. On the blue city. And this goes, let's put it here. That's really screwed up our plans now. We would have had enough to take this keep. So I don't. I think I'm still going to go for the keep. So we'll use our remaining 2 to assault this keep, which provokes him. We lose 1 reputation. We're going to assign the damage to the Guardian Golems who are physically resistant, so that is okay there. This guy's going to do 6, which is brutal, so we're going to take another 3 wounds because we can't block that. So 3 wounds. Then we are going to retaliate with our 2 here. So that's 2 attack. We're going to play sideways for 4. Discard determination using this skill to get a white. And play this for 3. So 4, that's 7. So 7 physical attack takes out this guy, which is another 3 fame. So 1, 2, 3. So we're at 81, and we level up again. We don't have enough to take out this guy, so he goes back. We get a shield token. So we now have 2 keeps, and that is the end of that. Discard that. Reroll. It's a green, and these get discarded as well. We get our level up, so we get another command unit. Let's see if anything comes out that we can recruit. This gets refreshed, and we go on to the next turn. So we're re-rolling, and it's gold, gold, green, so we need to re-roll the 2 golds, and we get a gold and a blue, so not the best. We have 2 monasteries still on the board, so we are 2 new advanced actions is training and learning. We're refreshing the unit offer. So we get the new elite unit is Ultimate Mages. The new regular is Herbalists. And the new elite is Ultim Guardians. That goes there. Then we add Steady Tempo to the dummy player deck, these advance, and we get into the heat. The spell is Flame Wall, so we get a red crystal for the dummy player. And these advance, and we get a Fireball. Okay, so these all get renewed. And we're shuffling up for the dummy player. I don't know how we're going to get past that Draconin. Third advanced action because we have a new monastery here. Okay, so we're drawing up to, we have 2 keeps, so we have 7. We're drawing up to 9, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And we get a wound, stamina, swiftness, march, wound, swiftness, battle versatility, chill, and determination. So we have tactics to choose. And sorry, I should have, I meant to disband the Banner of Fear as well, so we can actually just shuffle up again because I forgot to do that. So we're getting 7 plus 2 for our keep, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And we get stamina, wound, concentration, stamina, heroic tail, wound, march, wound, and battle versatility. So not ideal. So tactics, I think I'm going to choose sparing power, which means the dummy player is going first. So we get 1, 2, 3, it's white, and 1 more. We're going to put 1 under sparing power. Okay, so it is our turn, and I think I'm going to have to try and provoke this enemy. So I'm going to play stamina for 2 and wound sideways for another 2 movement. So that's 4. We move in there and provoke him. And then I'm going to play concentration, power it with the green in the source. And I'm going to play battle versatility, so we get a ranged attack 3. Plus 2 is 5. And then I'm going to play this wound, or discard this wound using this skill for a red token. And then I think I'm going to use a blue on here for siege ice attack 4. So we have 5 plus 4, so we kill him in the range and siege attack phase, because he is only fire and ice resistant. Ice resistance, so he is, that would only be 2 damage, unfortunately, for this siege attack. So we have 5 here, which is fully efficient, so we need another 8 if it's inefficient damage. So we could actually go with 5, and then I think we're going to have to go with ranged fire attack 6 plus siege attack 4, so that's a total of 10, which would be 5 and enough to take him out. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, I think he's only because he has no physical resistance, so we get a +2 bump in our reputation. Well, let's clear up first, so red and blue. This gets re-rolled. It is a blue, so 2 blues and a gold in the source. I think I'm going to discard a march and heroic tail as well. So we're left with 2, one of which is a wound. This has been used, so I'm a little disappointed to have to use the 2 units so soon. But yeah, that's how it goes. And sorry, we do reveal what's in the city. So we have 2 whites, so ice resistance and fire resistance, and then 2 purples, So we have no ice attack left, unfortunately. Okay, so this is going to be a tough one because they're all elemental attacks as well, which get a bonus. Okay, so we are getting 9 fame, so 81 up to 90. And yeah, that is all for this turn, I think. So we'll draw back up. We are still next to our keep, so we have 7 plus 2 is 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And we get a wound, chill, pure magic, crystallize, banner of fear, a wound, and blood ritual. Okay. So the dummy player is 1, 2, and 3. It's red, so he gets 1 more. And it's back over to us. These should be refreshed. And so we'll put 1 under sparing power. Here I think I'm going to discard a wound for a red token. I want to keep them. I'm going to spend 2 to move to the monastery, and then I'm going to spend this for another 2 plus crystallized side, or no, not crystallized, pure magic sideways for 3 to move. Ooh, no, I don't want to do that actually. I thought I was going to be able to. So we can play crystallize and pair it with the blue from the source to get a green to our inventory. And then we can discard pure magic, I think. So this gets re-rolled. It's a blue. And these get discarded. We lose that. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We get another 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. These get refreshed. And we get tremor, promise, threaten, and space bending. Okay. Dummy player. 1, 2, and 3. It's white, so 1 more. Back to us. We put 1 under sparing power. Okay, so I think I'm going to discard this using this skill for a red again. We can, and I think I'm just going to end my turn there because I don't need those influence cards and I'm not going to need space spending. So we'll lose that red, discard those. We are left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're drawing up to 9. So 6, 7, 8, and 9. And we get improvisation, swiftness, and a wound. Dummy player is 1, 2, and 3. It's a white, so we get 1 more. And back over to us. We're going to put 1 under sparing power. Oh, I'm sorry, this should be discarded. So, and that should be refreshed. So I think we're going to assault the city. So we're going to use sparing power. Get these 4 cards, and they are a wound, pathfinding, mana pool, and sapphire ring. So that is actually quite good. Okay, we can work with this. So we are moving 2 into the city. So we're assaulting the city. These come down here. And that's a reputation -1, so we're down to +3. We will break this for an endless supply of blue and black mana this turn. Fame +1 for each blue spell you cast. So we have an endless supply of blue and black. We're going to discard this using our skill for a red token. We're going to play chill and tremor, but first of all let's play mana pool. So we'll play mana pool so we can use 1 additional mana die from the source this turn. I mean, it's not really, let's not do that first. So first of all let's break Banner of Fear, so up to 3 enemies do not attack this combat. So I'm going to choose these 3. So those guys are not going to attack this combat. This one I will use Chill on, but first of all we can play Blood Ritual and use the red token. So we'll take a wound into our hand, gain 3 mana tokens of any colours, including non-basic. So we have an unlimited supply of black. So I think we're going to take white, 2 white, and a blue. And we're going to play the stronger effect of mana pool with a white. So take 2 mana dash from the source and set them to any colour except gold. And I will take a gold and a blue and set it to blue and white. And okay, so that's that. We have a green here, which we're going to play with a black, because we have an unlimited supply of black. For Earthquake, so target enemy or all enemies get -4 if they are fortified. So this is down to 1, 1, 2, and 3. We're going to play blue here with a black token, because again Sapphire Ring gives us unlimited supply. So target enemy is this one, does not attack this combat and gets armor -4, so he's down to 1 as well. We're going to play Swiftness for ranged attack 3. We're going to play Improvisation. We don't have a red, unfortunately, so let's play Swiftness for range attack 6. So let's recap. We're getting armor -4 for all of them. None of them are attacking, and all armor -4 from Earthquake. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. So 3, 2, 1, and 1. So we have a range attack of 6, and that is physical attack. So this is 2, and 1 is 3, and then this is 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. So this is 1 as well. So 2, 3, 4. That's taken out, and then I think this guy's down to 1. I will play a wound sideways for 2 physical attack. We also have attack with this unit and attack with this unit, so yeah, plenty of damage to take him out as well. So that's all 4 taken out. We get 4 tokens on the city, and that is all for this turn. So we've conquered the last city, thankfully. Hopefully I've haven't made too many mistakes there. So just to recap on that last turn, we played Sapphire Ring, we broke it. We have an endless supply of blue and black, so we get plus fame for each blue spell we cast 1, so that's 91. We had, what else did we do? Yeah, I mean, it's quite a complex last turn. So we broke this spell. These 3 didn't attack. We played Chill with blue and a black, so this guy doesn't attack, and he also loses -4. So he's down to 1 armor. He's down to 1 as well. Down to 1 from Tremor and Earthquake. Those 2 from Tremor and Earthquake. This from Tremor and Earthquake and Lethal Chill. And this guy's down to 2. None of them, or this is the only physically resistant one. We had played Blood Ritual with a red mana token to get 2 whites and a blue. This could have been set to red even, and then we could have played Improvisation. We had ranged attack 3 for the 2 Swiftness in our hand. That took out these guys. So he was 2, not physically resistant, 1 and 1. None of those are physically resistant, so that's 4. And then we had this guy with 1 as well, but he was physically resistant, so we needed 2, and we had plenty of damage in reserve with the wounds. So yeah, that's the end of this solo conquest. I guess all that's left now is for scoring, so I will tidy up and then we can come back for scoring. Well, we could have actually taken 1 more turn, but I guess maybe we could have recruited or got another spell or something, so it's not going to change by that much. So we get 2, 4, 6 for spells, and our advanced actions are 1, 2, 3, 4, so we get another 10 in total. So we finished on 91, we go up to 101. Then our artifacts, so we broke 2 and had 1 left, so that's another 2 points. Crystals, we had none. Our units, so 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so that's 103 to 113. And then for each keep and mage tower and monastery, so 2, 4, 6, 8, so 13 goes up to 121. And then for each adventure site, so we have 2 there, and I think that's all we had for that, so that's another 123. And then -2 for each wound, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so that's 20. So we go down to 120. Yeah. No, so 19, 20, 21, 22, 123 down to 103, sorry. So that was a painful one. So 10 per conquered city, that's 20, so we go back up to 123. 15 if all cities were conquered, so that's up to 18. 30 for each unplayed round, so there was none, +1 card for each, +1 for each card in the dummy player stack, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We get up to 23, and then +5 if the end of round was not announced on the last round, which it wasn't, so we get up to 28. So 120, 130, 140, 148, is it? Yeah, so finished on 148. One thing we forgot to do was take the fame for defeating these 4. So we have 5 + 7 is 12, plus 7. So actually 7 + 7 14, plus 10 is 24. So we're actually up at 28, 38, 48, 52. Okay, that changes things. So we're actually up at 172. So yeah, that was a good game. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you have any thoughts on strategy or routes you would have taken. We kind of started out around here, and you can kind of follow our trail up around here. I thought we got bogged down quite a bit here, a little bit indecisive. When I saw those 2 Draconums, I tried to go back to the keep, and then I went to the Mage Tower to get those ice mages, which actually proved very valuable in the end. We defeated him, took the Red City, and then progressed over here. Like, I thought we got quite unlucky here with the city tile draws. Like that Draconum we handled okay. If we hadn't explored here first, we wouldn't have had to suffer the defeat to this guy, which would have saved us some points. So we took the keep, we stayed there for a while, and then just built up a good hand towards the end, and we were able to take it home. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you have any thoughts. We finished on 172. I mean, we maybe could have got another spell, so, but it doesn't really make a difference. The good thing is the adventure and managing to win. But yeah, that's going to do it for today. Again, leave any thoughts in the comment section below. I will get back to you. And yeah, I try not to make any rules mistakes. This is quite a rules heavy game, so hopefully I was able to. But if you noticed anything, do let me know that as well. And yeah, thanks for joining. Hope you can join again next time.